Hello and welcome back to a new episode of A Journey to Valhalla. It is the episode 104 if I'm not mistaken. And we're gonna start by sleeping before we go back to the Ashlands. We have been working very hard to try and get an outpost going there, and it has been difficult to say the least. So we're gonna go with that and that and that. We're gonna put on our helmet and we're gonna bubble up and go there and see if we can manage to finish at least what we begun there. Let's try and see if we can get a portal moving there and get some boxes going, because this one is really not that stable anymore. So we're gonna be trying to get things moved over here a little bit. So we're gonna have that portal in here. Oh, wait a little bit. We do want some sort of protection for that portal, just to make sure it doesn't crash down on us because of the weather conditions in here. So we are having fun again, huh? Ain't we? Okay. Let's see what we can do about that bugger. Damaging my walls. Oh yeah. There we go. So we need to name that portal A2, no A1, because that is what it is. There. That should be working for now. And then we want to get the other stuff from here. Cannot even get up there. This is really all wonky now. So we want that and a little bit more of that, and that goes in here, I guess. Okay, so now we have two portals going here, which is not the worst for now. I'm gonna try to give all of that an extra layer of protection by raising an earth wall around. Out of regular stone. Well. Let's bubble up again, just in case of intervention of some stuff. What is going on down here? What is all of that in here? More grouse steam. Okay, I do need more of regular stone. Get the grouse steam in here and do more raising of walls here. I do want that to be a little more secure here. I think 4 is the way to go here. And this costs a lot of stone, but bad. We need more stone. Got a little bit of a respite here now. I'm gonna use that to really lean into this and get that done. We are back to having fun here, huh? Okay. Okay, I'm completely out of regular stone, but I'm gonna be putting up some work, some furniture here, some boxes. Okay, now we can store things. And we're gonna transfer over what is over here. Get all of that to the other side. Oh, another one. I do hope when we are living a little more away from the spawn point of those that we might be able to not attract them all the time and have a little bit more peace. Okay. So all the stone goes here, and then that goes here, and then this one can be that, and then this one can be that. Okay, I think that is good for now. Let's collect some of the stuff around here. And we're gonna... Man, look at that, those things do respawn in a hurry. Can take out those boxes. And we have vultures coming at us again. Those are not hard to kill, but they are a nuisance. So let's take that, and let's take that, and let's take that. Can't, okay. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna jump that stuff over. Get it sorted here. That. And okay, let's get that in here. That is that, and that is that. Okay. This is getting a little better here now. We're gonna take all of that stuff with us. What? More? I don't think. Okay. Let's get that. And that. Well, I do need that to get that. And then get that. Vulture again. Okay. So, we want that... Where is it? That thing to be maybe here in the center. And get some bones in there. Where are the bones? There. There. At least we've got that. That is one portal. And this is the second portal. Okay, portals. And then that is stone. And then that is some food. And then that is all the other junk here. Okay, let's bubble up. Get more growstein and get more work done here. On this floor. But again, really? Those are a nuisance. Okay. Now at least we have that. And then we need a stone cutter over there. Probably. Or can we leave that over there? I'm gonna be leaving that over there. Really. Okay. I do want more regular stone here. Because I do need to make sure that terrain wall is high enough on all sides, and then I do want some like outcroppings there that make it easier to stand up there and be shooting at things away from the real base. So we're gonna go here and do some more racing here. What? Again? It is getting old. Okay. Can I now in peace, please? Do that. Okay, and then we come out here a little bit more. Just to have a place where we can fight a little better. Something like that. Okay. That is a little better now. We're gonna hack at that a little bit. Because that is a little bit in the way here. Yeah, that good. And no growsting. Okay, something like that. And then we can have another row of roofing. Just like that. And the entry to that very, very strange witch. Again. The entry to this very, very strange thing is going to be from the top. Like, we are going up here. Let me have some... I don't need the comfort to sleep here, because I won't anyways. But I do want a means to get up there without having to jump all the time. So we're gonna have a little bit of a staircase here. Some very funny thing of a staircase. And see what I'm doing here with that bubble, really. That is a little bit annoying. But needs to be like that. And then another one like... And I top edge there. And another one of those. And another one of those. Okay. That seems like working. It is a strange construction and might be done nicer, but you know what? I don't care. It is really difficult to get a foothold here, so I don't really care. Okay, now this looks much better. There is a Valkyrie up there now. Oof. But now I do feel a little bit more like I got a foot down here. I do want to have a little bit more roofing so the vultures won't come in as easily. But after all is said and done, this is not looking bad to me now. Okay, we're gonna go home for now, get more stones and sleep. I got only a chicken in my pocket. I do want to roast that up and see what that gives. And then I do want to have an outdoor barbecue area somewhere where I can fry up that stuff a little nicer, because to be honest, it is a nuisance trying to fry up things on that iron frying station behind that here. And you can't really get to the things you have cooked either. It's really annoying, and I do want that to be better. Hey, we got a fried chicken here somewhere. No, it's coal. Man, that didn't work. Okay. Let's get that sort of picked up. Fire, cooking station. I can't get to that chain. Spice rack. I can't get to that chain. There we go. Okay. We do need a fireplace outside here somewhere. So what do we need for that hearth? 15 stones and a stone cutter. Well, that should not be that complicated. 15 stones and a stone cutter. Where is the stone cutter? I left it somewhere. Ah, it's here. Maybe we put that thing to that side here. What about putting it here? And then, what again? This is getting old. Okay, and then we do need to build that thing on that. And then we do need a roof over that in some form. And I don't care, we just put something here. We can make that look nice anytime we want to. For now. Just gonna put that here. And have those attach here. This is looking more than just a little bit strange, but it will allow us to use that thing, hopefully. There we go. It is uncool. I have to think something cooler up for that. But it is usable. And that is what counts for now. And I'm gonna wait for that thing to be fried. Cooked vulture meat. 70, well, it's not bad. I have had worse. Also, we might want to fry up some of the asksvin stuff too. Because there is... Give me one of those. Can that be fried on the small one? Ah. No, what? We're gonna do that next evening. We're gonna go sleep now because our poor logs get molested out there. There we go. Let's go sleep. That's better. And then we do have to try and get out there in that Mistlands thing. Let me get some food, that, and that. No, I don't have any magic. That's bad. I have not paid attention to what I eat. And I have a lot of health and I don't have any magic. So we are not going to the Ashlands because that is without a bubble dangerous. So we are going to do some other stuff. We're gonna go to the Plains Farm and see if we can possibly get us some more fine wood there. There is no trees around here at all. That is not the place. Then I have a short break here. My dinner just arrived. Then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. The dinner delivery was coming in right the moment I was transporting, so I had to have a short break here. Now, let's have a look at the map, because we do need some birch seeds, and we are not having a lot of portals going on where there is birch trees. None at all, in fact. We could use the silver portal to run down here, or the smoldering tomb portal to go to this side. Okay, I think that is what we're gonna be doing. I need another portal. Don't have any portals laying around here. Where did I put them? Oh, I put them all over there. So, we're gonna pick up another portal here, because we do need some birch seeds for planting, and that means we have to do some creative going somewhere doing things. Okay, this is the plains farm. Gonna name that tomb, I think. Tomb. Was that the thing? I think. You see, it's here. Yeah, the portal is only tomb. Okay, we're gonna go there and then run around there for a little bit. Because there is plains to that side there. We don't have to contend with all of them running around here. We just pass through real quick, get to the plains and see if we can fell some birch trees while we are on a high level of... Oh, there is a village there. Or on a high level of another one. High level of HP was what I was gonna say, but we have to nonetheless be a little bit careful, because we don't want to get killed nonetheless with no portal down here. Let's get over a little bit more to this side, because there is logs we don't want to disturb. And while we're here, we're gonna be picking berries, because we need to replenish our stocks at home a little bit. Because around our base there are not many of those. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Those are suspiciously close to the logs, and that is not so cool. See if we can find more berries and... Ah, there. Look. And I stuff my pockets full of cloudberries. And then there is another village over there. There is one village over there. They might be far enough away to not get disturbed by us doing some woodworking here. If they do, we will have to do something about that. One. Man, that is not a lot. But I'm gonna be trying to get to 10, 15, something like that. I do hear some cackling going on. Still one. Oh, there you are. Did not anticipate one coming from behind. Well, there's another one. Three of them. Oh, there. They are from that village, I guess. Probably. I might want to put up my portal though. Because if we don't have the portal up and something should happen, we are in trouble. And who wants to be in trouble? There we go. Let's put that stuff in here for now so we can do more tree felling. Also, it seems like there is some tar down there. Or is that just a haze? I can't really tell. Well, 4. That is still not a lot. We are getting close to that village. Yeah, they are coming at us. Okay, we've got this because we have been practicing killing stuff a lot. There's a starred one and a normal one. That sword is pretty good. Okay, got all of that. Put that in here real quick so we can go on picking up stuff. It is slow going. It's not easy to gain more birch tree seeds. And I think there will be more coming our way. So we might want to go a little more this way. Not get so close. All of them trees are rolling downhill. And if they don't get stopped by anything, they will roll into the water. I did fell a lot of trees, and right now we are still at, look at that, that thing stands on end. Set me on fire, that bugger. that over. It's still only 4 seeds we get from that. That is a little lame. I can see more fooling coming. I think it was the right decision to use that high health situation to do some birch tree felling, because it's much easier and safer to do when you have really high health. Don't want to go here with a little bit of health and then get killed. I think we used up all our luck with that while we were cutting down those oak trees. I saw that one. And there is a shaman coming. Well, not anymore. I did hear the cackling of that shaman. Look, 4. We have cut down so many trees here, and we only got 4 seeds for our effort. Wow. This is no fun. Well, at least we will have a lot of fine wood from this endeavor. And maybe that is cool too then. But it is a little disappointing. I had hoped it would be a little bit better. Like still 5, that is still not a lot. Okay, I think we are pretty much done with this, because this is annoying. I'd had hoped I could get to 10 or 15, but I have 7. And we did cut down half a forest here. Maybe let's take that one here. Well, yeah. Not really cool. I did not overlook things here, no? No, I picked it all up. There's nothing glittering. Hey, we can't carry all of that. To do that in 2 goes. Get all the stuff home. Just dump it here. There is a lot of stuff going on here. Dump that one to the side here. And we might want to leave that here, because I don't have the patience to run all of that back to the smoldering tomb. we're gonna be renaming. That is 2. We're gonna rename that P1 for Plains 1. And then that one is gonna be P1, and we're gonna leave a marker here, P1. And that is that. Disappointing. Well, that's how things go sometimes. So we've got our pocket portal free again. And let's do some quick putting away here. That goes here. That goes there. Okay, and then we pick that up and put that away. Feathers and resin. Not a lot of resin either. Strange. And then that needs to go here. And that is not a lot of cloudberries either. Well, it is what it is. That done? Yes, okay. Let's get that going. So we can put that in here. And we've got more to brew. That is barley wine, health, and then lightfoot and ratatosk. Might want to jump over to the farm and put them seeds away. There. They should be growing up. That one is. What's with the others? Not ready yet? I planted 11. Where are they gone? Okay, that was some kind of... There is one. There should be 11 oak saplings. I did plant them. You watched me do that. But there is only 3 coming up here, and the others? Can't find them. Oh, there. They are barely visible. Okay, they are not done yet. So, okay, we're gonna go home and sleep, and we want to think up where we want to put the portal house for the Ashlands. That is not about putting it here. That could be working. We move that thing a little bit to that side here. Something like here. Well, they are all gone again because they broke out of their... Oh man. There is things going on up there again. And some of them do look quite disheveled. Can you calm down, please? And we're gonna feed you a little bit. There. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I think I'm gonna give up on that. Because this is really annoying. What is this though? Oh. Yeah, well, now that one is dead because it did not eat. Well. Okay, giving up on that. That has no use. It's really no use. They are doing what they want and I don't care. Can I go to bed? Maybe close the door. Wood and more stone. We can use those in the ashlands. Thought it would be a good idea to plan out where we wanted to put the portal house, but time got away from me again. Some locksmith. Some money. And we're gonna have a short break here right before our bed. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, now we sleep. And then we eat the Ashlands magic food thing stuff and go back to the Ashlands and see if we now have the means to get somewhere. We do want to find grapes and fiddleheads. Ooh, good morning game. Okay, we want to eat that and that and that. And we're gonna make salad when we come home. And we're gonna have to repair our stuff a little bit here. Why am I not making an arbalest, you ask me? Because I do have a big problem with those things. They don't work very good for me, and my bow levels are real high and my arbalest level are non-existent, and I'm not really good with the arbalest. So we gotta have us more of that stuff. And then I'm thinking about maybe we should make that frost staff. And that could be a nice addition to our... That's the Staff of Frost here. That could be a nice addition to our inventory. Let's have that in here for now. We have a lot of iter. We can afford to make the Staff of Frost. Did we already make a Staff of Frost is the big question. Not that I have two afterwards. Nah. Let's look in here, just to be very sure. No. 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 Okay, let's make a Staff of Frost then. We need 3 scans for that. And we do need eggy wood. There should be enough here. And iter. Was that it? Yeah. Upgrade. A little bit more iter. There we go. With our elemental magic now on a higher level, that should be quite helpful too. And let's get those 4 arrows out of the way. They occupy a slot that I don't need occupied. There. and we can bubble up and go. We want to go A1. Where is A1? Oh, there. Okay. Let's see. We gotta pick up another portal. There should be a portal somewhere here. There we have a portal. And then we might want to try that staff out. And see what it does. What is going on here? There's an asksvin over there. Might want to try and lure that thing over here. I hit it full in the face. Now we are going to try out that thing. Oh, it's the start one. It is not a bad weapon, but see, it does really do damage. But still, I think we are better off shooting a little bit here. And we might switch between them, but do a little bit of shooting and go for the stamina things, and then do a little bit of frost staffing and go for the frost staff things. Well, I might put it on 3 for now, because I'm not gonna use I'm not gonna be using the spear a lot here. Come a little bit closer, sir. There we go. Much nicer. Okay, we've got bowman there. Oh, we are out of bubble. Let's do some bubbling up first, I guess. That's not bad. Where's that bowman? Over there. I'd want to try and shoot him in the back. I do want to shoot that one first. Where did that thing go to? It's sometimes really, really hard to see things in this. Boom, dead. Ooh, grapes. There we go. Grapes. And a seed. That's cool. And we have vultures. Like, that's not a lot of grapes. You can always hope that there might be some fiddleheads too. But it is not looking like it. Ooh. It slows down the progress quite a lot. So that is not a bad thing. Not the worst of weapons. I kinda like it. I do look forward to get the staff. What now? To get that other stuff. What is it called? The stuff of nature. That is a cool weapon. Not need that so urgently. And I don't need that so urgently because I really prefer having more arrows. And I do want those puffs. So maybe we have to set up a portal here somehow. So we can get all of that stuff home. Ooh, now we got fun here. All of them things. I do want that puffs though. Getting a little better here. That bugger did destroy my bubble. You can't really get... Ow! Now that is not nice. And get at that beast. We are back to trying to survive here now. Bye-bye. Okay. Where was that? I did want to pick up all of those puffs. Because those are important. And then we do have... Oh, I don't have eyes with me. Why? Why don't I have eyes? Where did they go? That is strange. I thought I picked everything up in there. I did. Where are the eyes? Huh. Did I throw that stuff out somehow? That is funny. I really do need to find out what happened to those eyes. There we go. That is empty. I don't know. Where did those eyes go? That's really strange. There we go. Oh no! Can't use you in here. That is really sketchy. Okay, that blobby dinghy. We are caught here. That is not good. I need to find a way out here. Ugh. No. Okay. We need to do something still about that here. Because we could use it as a refuge. I don't have the slightest idea where those eyes got to. I think I will have to watch that back and see what happened to those eyes. I think I will have to go home real soon. Yeah, we're gonna go home. Like right now. Before we attract that Valkyrie there and have to fight half the night. I don't know what happened to those eyes. It's really strange because I picked them up and then they are gone, which is really strange. Okay, something like that. This is still fermenting. Should we try out the dead razor? But that would require us to eat a double iter food, because we need at least 100 in iter to make that work at all, and we do probably not survive that because danger. I need to make some salad. Because we would need to be at home to have more eggs, and we are not at home a lot. So we gonna have to live off of salad, I think. There. Okay, let's go sleep. Let's have another short break here for me to drink. You noticed the drill? I'm gonna be right back. Okay, let's sleep. That Valkyrie is disconcerting because I don't have a really good clear space to be fighting with all the stuff going around. And then there is lava, which I may not fall into or I be dead. So it's not that easy. Do we have more? One of those. And one of those. We do need to make more Ratatosk, I think. Because I think I want to be running the Ratatosk all the time. It is dangerous out there. Okay, yeah, I want that, I think. I do want to find flame metal because I do want to get better food, and that is not possible without finding a flame metal. That is a simple truth. Okay, now let's see. Where has that Valkyrie gotten to? I'm not particularly keen on interacting. We have another ash storm. you can see what you're doing here. We have blobs coming around. And there is still somewhere that level 2. Like that one. Now he saw me. That is not good. Oh, and we got an asksvin from the back, which is not good at all, too. And we need to do some refilling. Here too. We don't want those blobs to be somewhere near our carefully constructed base. So we trying to get them to go over here. That asksvin is down there too. Okay. I might be tumbling from my perch when that thing does destroy more of the foundation here. But I do want that thing out of the way before I try to do things with that blob thing, because that would not be helpful if I got shot in the back by that one. Okay, that thing is a gun. Let's get all of the goodies. I don't really need that stuff, but whatever. And that fire is gone too. And I don't even know why. But I do want the stones back, kinda. Oh, we got an asksvin trophy. Okay. Now let's see about those blobs. Can't even see what you're doing here. Did that even hit? Ooh. That made an indentation in our... That hit. Ah, it's behind something there. Need to drop off some stuff here. Oh, maybe let's try. Ah, those are susceptible to that kind of stuff. Okay. Can we get on with life, please? There is things to be killed here. Like that one. there is another one here. And now we've got a Valkyrie on our backs, I think. Do we? No, we don't. We do need to do something about that Valkyrie there. Because it's in our way, big time. And we need to do something about that here, because that makes no sense at all. Let me try... Those are bones. Yeah. Let me try put more bones in here. That can go in here. What is going on here? Oh, you again. Okay, bubble up. Well, it's going to the other side. There's more things there. What I really want to do is get rid of that thing there. Okay, I got to that. We want to probably try and get that thing out of the way. What is that Valkyrie doing? That sounds an awful lot like it is fighting something. I think I do need to get my... Man, where did all those things come from? There's so many things again. There's an asksvin right over there. Coming! We're gonna go. Let's try that one. Wow! That thing is capable of coming up here. Man. Okay. Got that asksvin out of the way. I think I'm gonna collect that box here. Just because I want it complete in my pocket if I decide to go somewhere else. Can I get to those? I could. Oh, we're gonna be trying again to get those. That out of the way here. What? Oh man. Oh. That one is a little too much. And hit that really good. Okay, let's try again. Must be a way. Get that monument down. I think I did it now. Yeah, it's down. Where's that Valkyrie now? It is hovering right over my base over there, which is not fun. There is another one of those monuments, and that seems to be flame metal there. And we have an ash storm, which does not make me more happy. I do need to get home. And now I've got the Valkyrie on me. Why? Yeah, it is. That is bad. I'm gonna try. If I can break aggro by just escaping home. Oh man. So we got that. And this is gonna be a cliffhanger because the episode is done here. And we need to get to our bed and sleep, and we're gonna see the next episode if we can survive getting through that portal again. And I thought I had wineberry clusters, but I can't see any here. And I thought I also had wineberry seeds, but I can't see any here. That stuff maybe in the box over there still? Probably. Okay. I'm gonna have to bring all of the stuff that we gathered home. Because what I want to do is plant them grape seeds so we have a supply for ourselves. But that is a tale for the next episode, because this one is finished and is quasi longer than it should be. So, let me stand here in front of my bed, and I do hope you liked this episode, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my content, consider subscribing and ring the bell so you get notified when I upload new content, which is 4 times a week at this point in time. Might be less in the future, depends on how much time I have left to record new episodes for you. So with that, I'm gonna wish you a very good night, and we're gonna be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!